Hello, Vasorian Riders. What's going on, spiritual socialites? It's your girl, Lady V, back in the building, about to do an herbal update. And what I mean by that is I tend to sell out of my herbs very quickly. And when I do that, I try to keep it clean, keep it rotated, keep it fresh. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm doing today, I pulled a lot of my herbs that I purchased, and I'm about to add them into jars and just reset my life. And I'm coming through because I know you guys love herbal videos. I'm coming through to give you some information on said herbs with my books, and we are going to do that today. Take note, guys. Let me get ready for this. So all right, so this is what we're talking about today. I have my books, and the three books that I usually work with is the Scott Cunningham's Magical Herbalism. Great book. I have this in stock. If you want to purchase one, support a girl. That's my plug. So I use this book. I also use the the Encyclopedia of Magical Ingredients. This is a great book to use. This is my own personal copy. I don't have any of these in stock, but this is a great book. And also one of my favorite hoodoo books. It is Papa Jim's Herbal Magic Workbook. How to use herbs for magical purposes. This here is a great hoodoo book. I do have these available in my shop under the books as well if you want to purchase one. Okay, so let's get started with these herbs. I'm going to be moving and talking. You're going to be seeing my hands move because I'm going to be actually updating my herbs and having a conversation. Okay, first we're going to start with red clover. This is red clover, guys. Now red clover is a great, let me find the jar. So red clover is great for adding it to aid in financial matters, right? Anything to do with prosperity, red clover is great to use. It is real good. Now see, this jar is still, I have the mason jar. I still have some of this. And I bought 2 bags. No need to have bought that, but I did. This is what I'm talking about. Know what you have in stock. All right. But red clover, it is also often added to lust potions to remove negative spirits. And I tag all of my jars. It's great. It's good for a good sex life, money, success, and love and marriage, guys. So red clover. And I do have this available in my shop. And because I'm going to reuse this mason jar, I'm out of the releasing herbal spells. So I usually place whatever I have in here. Sorry it's so loud, y'all. Uh-oh, I'm spilling it all over the place. We got to come up with something better. But red clover, again, is great for financial matters. If you really need, say, a new job, it's great for a job spell or a job ritual. Anything to do with finance, red clover is totally great for that. It's also good for lust. If you're having issues in your marriage, red clover. All right. Now the first in the mason jar, those were red clover flowers. And this is the herb. It's cut up. So you'll see that's why it looks different. One is a whole flower and the other is where they cut it up. But it's the same herb. So we're going to fill this up, and then I'm going to grab the book and tell you a little bit more about red clover. And what I do, I have this right here, and this is how I put my information on my mason jars, okay? So I'm not going to do that in the video. I'm actually going to just put that in there so I can do the tagging. But this is, shake it up. This is how red clover looks. Y'all see that? Now let's talk about it. So, red clover in the Hoodoo book is all about, y'all got to give me some time to find it. And what I notice is it's not in this particular book. So if it's not, I always grab this book first because I work Hoodoo. If it's not in this book, it's most definitely going to be in one of the other two. So let's look it up in the encyclopedia under red clover. And guess what, y'all? It's not in this book. So I'm going to go to Scott Cunningham's book. Ha! Imagine that. All right. So let's see if I can find it in Scott Cunningham's book. We're going to go to the back, the table of content. Okay. So I actually had to go and pull my other book that I absolutely forgot about. And it is the Scott Cunningham's Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs as well. And this one here is the Magical Herbalism, right? It's two different ones. This is a great book as well. I have these in stock, okay? So I pulled this one as well to see can I find any more information on red clover. And none of these books have red clover in it. So I probably have another book that will tell me something, but I don't feel like finding it. But this is the gist of this particular one. I got it tagged already, so I can throw that out. And again, this is red clover. It's great for love and marriage. If you're having any issues in your marriage, red clover is good. Money works, success, and good sex life. If you're having issues with sex in your marriage or with your partner, use some red clover. Available in my store, okay? All right, so that one is done. Next up, we're going to do, of course, a little bit of cat's claw. This is cat's claw right here. Cat's claw. So cat's claw is great for prosperity work. It's great for money work, psychic power, attraction, and protection, okay? So it can also be used in spell or ritual work or carried in a charm bag to help balance systems that are out of balance. This is great for a Libra. If you're out of balance and you need to be synced and balanced, cat's claw is good. And it is most especially good for the body's own energy flows. Energy flow. And this is how it looks. Okay, so that's cat's claw. And I had an extra bag, so I'm just filling up my jar. I do sell this on my site as well. This is a very big seller, which is cat's claw. And I use this a lot in prosperity and money work, okay? So cat's claw. Let's talk about it from Scott Cunningham's book. Let's see if he has this in the book. So cat's claw is not in this book. All right. Let's go to the other book to see if cat's claw is in this book. And it is not in this book. So usually when it's not in a book, they probably, this is a Wiccan based book, they probably did not use cat's claw, but it's so many different herbs, child, like thousands of herbs. So we're going to go to my, the Encyclopedia of Magical Ingredients. cat's claw and see if it's in here so we can talk about it. And I see catnip. I see cats. No cat's claw in this particular book. Now we're going to go to my hoodoo book. Let's see. And this is why I'm going to be writing an ebook, a herbal ebook, because I just love I love herbs, y'all. All right, so cat's claw can be used to calm down a rocky relationship, attraction, and bring in love to love potions you can add it to. Cat's claw is great for, again, psychic powers, and it is great for protection works. So this is cat's claw, y'all, updated. Now let's go to our next herb. Boop, available on my site, y'all. And we're going to work with let's see. Let's go to lavender. Easy. Lavender is a flower. All right. I think you guys know that. You know it comes like in a purple hue. This is lavender. I love lavender. Lavender should be one of the ones that you should always have on hand. Lavender is great for peace, love, protection, and happiness. It is often used for spells of love as well as healing and to seek inner peace. You can also work spells of prosperity and protection with lavender, guys. All right. So let's fill this up. Fill it up. All right. So lavender is done. Now let's talk about it from the book's perspective, okay? So talking about the lavender, guys, lavender from my hoodoo book states this: you can mix with rose petals and orange flowers for a love-drawing, relaxation, and tranquility bath. All right. You can also carry it in a red pouch. You can carry the lavender, 2 tonka beans, a vanilla bean, rosebuds, vervain, and couch grass. And you can concentrate on what you want as you mix these together. Then add a little attraction powder to pull in attraction, okay? Using lavender to attract luck with finance, you could place this herb in a green pouch, add a penny, a nickel, a quarter, and a dollar bill, and carry it with you, and the money will multiply. And that is all hoodoo works from my Papa Gems. Now let's grab Scott Cunningham's book to see what lavender is all about in the Wiccan based religion. So Wiccan based religion, the powers of love, protection, sleep, chastity, longevity, purification, happiness, and peace. Lavender has long been used in love spells and sachets. Place a piece of paper on which you rubbed lavender is excellent for writing love notes. The scent of lavender particularly attracts men, and lavender water or the essential oil was worn by prostitutes several centuries ago to both advertise their profession as well as to attract customers. Lavender also protects against cruel treatment at the hands of a spouse if worn. All right. It's more to it about lavender, but you guys got to purchase the book. All right. This is lavender. We're going to jump to the next one. We're on the roll today, y'all. And for all of my new subscribers, Welcome, y'all. Thank y'all for joining your girl and allowing me into your life to teach y'all what I know about this shit called alchemy. We're gonna jump to, let's go ahead and do my calendula. Guys, I use this a lot too. I'm just saying. Calendula is associated with the fire element. It's also associated with masculine elements and sun energy, and may be used as offerings or incense in spells or ritual work seeking to harness those types of energy, okay? Also, calendula is great for psychic matters. It's great for spiritual powers, legal matters, protection, nightmares, hell, luck and money, dreams. You want to gain some respect. It's great for that as well as love. And this is calendula flower, available in my shop. Let's talk about it right quick. And this is from Scott Cunningham's book. And calendula flower is like well known in the craft. It is a well-known herb. I use it a lot. It's not in this book. Let's see. Let's look at Papa Jim's. Yes, so hoodoos do use calendula flowers. Wiccans probably don't. Let me check this book too. And this is a Wiccan-based book, so it possibly may not be in this book as well, but we're going to see. And it is not. So that probably means that Wiccans do not use calendula. This is not in their book, but hoodoo, it is. Let's talk about it right quick from a hoodoo perspective. Okay, so calendula flowers can be used to protect you against nightmares and make certain all dreams come true. You can sprinkle dry bits of this flower under your bed to protect you against nightmares and make your dreams that you are having to come true. So this here, as well as all of these features, you can use, or intents you can use with calendula flower, okay? So again, it's psychic matters, spiritual powers, legal matters, protection works, nightmares, dreams, luck and money, and you want to gain respect and love, use calendula flower. All right, that one is done. Let's go to the next one. Let's go about lemon balm or sweet Melissa. This particular herb, lemon balm, is an Arabian herb, and it is from Arabian magical traditions. Lemon balm is often used to influence love and success in love. Lemon balm also has associations with the feminine energy, the moon, as well as the water. Lemon balm is great for works in love, success, healing, spirituality or psychic powers, and also the feminine divine. Okay, it is a feminine element. It's great for that. 1 second, y'all, so I won't spill it. I usually push my herbs down so it'll fit. And I just love herbal. I am so into herbs and candle work. Herbs are my thing, which is why I said I'm going to write my own ebook. And you guys better support. Okay. And this is lemon balm or It is also called Sweet Melissa. This is how it looks. Right? Now, first we're going to look in, of course, Scott Cunningham's book. Guys, I am not Wiccan, but I do love to read. It is pertinent you have one of these books because it's just great knowledge. So, Lemon Balm, aka Sweet Melissa. Let me find the L's. Let's see if it's in my Wiccan based book. See lemongrass. So no. Let me look up under Sweet Melissa. Maybe they call it something else. That is a no. So now we're going to jump to Papa Jim's book. And most of the time, like I said, if they're not in the Scott Cunningham's book, most of the time they're not in any other Wiccan-based book, okay? They may not use it. So, Lemon Balm in the Hoodoo. Let's check it out. Don't see it here. Let's look at Sweet Melissa. All right, not available in this book either. But of course, I told you it's thousands and thousands of herbs. I have other books, but we're just going to work with this to make this video a little not as long. All right. So Sweet Melissa, Lemon Balm, available on my site. Great for love, success, healing, spirituality, and femininity. All right. Next up. Let's see. We're going to go probably with, let's do some mugwort. Mugwort is another one that you need in your herbal apothecary. Like, for real. Mugwort is great for protection, dreams, and healing. Mugwort should be on your list in your apothecary. It is also often used to protect against evil spirits. It's great for protection works. It's also believed to dispel fatigue from travelers and aids in astral travel, dream magic, as well as divination. Okay, let me show you guys how the mugwort looks. It's very, you know, spongy like. I can't explain it. You have to see for yourself, but this is mugwort. And I use this a lot in protection works. And a little bit goes a long way, y'all. A little bit goes a long way. Especially when you're like dressing candles. If that's what you do. You do not want to add a lot of herbs. You only need a little bit. But I do sell this on my site. Okay. Show you the top of it. That's mugwort. And get this off the table, y'all. I just love to show you guys herbs. I have a lot of views and people commenting, hey, can you do herbal videos? I got you. So let's talk about mugwort from Cunningham's perspective. If it's in the book, yes, it is. So mugwort, which looks like this, all right? Mugwort has different names. It's called Naughty Man, Old Uncle Henry, Sailor's Tobacco, and St. John's Plant. It is ruled by planet Venus. The element is Earth. The deities that you can use with mugwort is Artemis and Diana. If you attune to those deities. The powers are all about strength, psychic powers, protection, prophetic dreams, healing, and astral projection or astral travel. You can stuff a pillow with mugwort and sleep upon it, and it will produce prophetic dreams. This is some ritual work that I'm giving you from this book. Mugwort is also burned with sandalwood or wormwood during scrying rituals. And mugwort, you can make an infusion and drink it, but sweeten it with honey before divination. This is all from Scott Cunningham's book, Mugwort. All right. Now we're going to jump to Papa Jim's Hoodoo book. And let's see if it's in this particular book, y'all. And it is. So if you're hoodoo and you walk hoodoo like me, you can make this into a mild tea to wash your crystals. You hear me? You can make this into a tea to wash your crystals. This will remove any jinx the crystal has picked up and will add strength to it. It can also be burnt on charcoal before crystal gazing, if you do crystal gazing. Divination works. You can also place this herb in your shoes to produce energy and vitality. I need to do that shit. I ain't know that. Energy, baby. And you can also sleep on a pillow stuffed with this herb to produce prophetic dreams again. And this is mugwort. All right. That one is done. Now let's talk about, let's see. St. John's wort. St. John's wort is great for divination works, love works, to balance you out. If you need a little happy in your life, bringing happiness and protection works. Also, St. John's wort is a herb of choice for rituals and spells of happiness, again, love, and emotional strength and balance. It is also connected to the masculine energy, the sun, and the fire element. Okay? This is how St. John's wort looks. Very dark herb. Okay? And it's great for those types of rituals. Again, I do sell it on my site. Uh-oh, y'all. Y'all can never imagine how much I'm spilling, but it's okay. That's why I got a vacuum cleaner, honey. All right. I pack it because I don't have that many big mason jars. And I'll sell out of this real quick. So that is St. John's wort. And we're going to talk about it, you know, from Scott Cunningham's book first. 1 second. So let's talk about St. John's wort in Scott Cunningham's book. This is St. John's wort right here. All right. So St. John's wort has a lot of numerous names, and it also is known as goatweed, herbal John, John's wort, and Tipton weed. It's a masculine gender. It's under the sun element, the fire sign. The powers are health, protection, strength, love, divination, and happiness. So some magical uses for St. John's wort is it wards off fevers and colds. It makes soldiers invincible and attracts love. Now, if it is gathered on midsummer or on a Friday and worn, it will keep mental illness at bay on a Friday. When placed in a jar and hung by a window, St. John's wort protects against thunderbolts, fire, and evil spirits. All right. The rest of this is here, but you, again, have to purchase this book. Papa John's. Let's see if it's in Papa John's book of herbalism. St. John's wort. And it is right here. So to calm nervousness and anxiety, this herb can be added to boiling water and taken internally, but only used under the supervision of a qualified medical professional. That is a ritual, but a warning for you with St. John's wort in hoodoo. All right. And this is St. John's wort, guys. We got a lot down. A couple more to go. Next, we're going to go with, let's see. Right now I have passion flower in here. I'm going to move this to a smaller jar because I don't have as much. So this is how I do it. When it's down, I'll transfer it to a smaller jar and then use the bigger jar for something else. So this here is passion flower. And passion flower is a great herb for peace. It's under the water element. Venus is the ruling planet. It's great for emotional balance and friendship. And that is passion flower. This particular one I don't have in stock. But if you happen to get some, those are the great works that it will work great for. Again, water element. The ruling planet is Venus. For emotional balance and friendships, use passion flower. All right, guys, next we're talking about raspberry leaf. And raspberry leaf is great for divination, love, and protection, as well as it's useful in seeking visions. Raspberry leaf is also good in other spells of course, divination, as well as in spells of protection and love. So divination, love, and protection. I'm going to transfer this to another jar, a larger jar. And raspberry leaf, I use more in love works. It is great in love works. Hold 1 second, guys. Let me transfer it. All right, guys, this is the raspberry leaf. And it's tagged already. This is what it looks like. And let's talk about raspberry leaf in the Wiccan perspective. Move some of this over. Clean up this mess first. And I do have this available in the shop. And y'all know when I say in the shop, it's visionsbyvasori.com, loves. And let's grab the book. Let's see what it says for the Wiccan perspective of this. Let's don't go here. Let's go to that one. Raspberry leaf. Let's see. So raspberry leaf is not in the Wiccan read. Now let's talk about if it's in the Hoodoo book. Let's see. Bear with me. All right. So raspberry leaf is a personal feminine herb, which should only be used by a real calm, cool lady. All right. Add 4, if you're hot-headed, don't use this. Add 4 ounces of raspberry leaf to 1 gallon of water. Let it sit for 3 days. Use to bring peace and harmony to your marriage. And you can also bathe in it daily. Your man will not want to wander. He will not want to go out and screw nobody else, okay? That's what it say. But we all know it's called free will. They got to be something attached to you in order for this shit to work. So that's raspberry leaf, okay? All right. I love to get shit done and do these videos while I'm getting my life together. I love to have shit in order. Because how you going to work magic if you don't, you don't have, you got to be clean. And you got to be organized for this shit, okay? Next up, let's see. I need to get bigger jars, y'all. Did I do the yarrow flower yet? Nope. Let's do yarrow or old man's pepper. So yarrow is great for deep love, for power, for negativity, to remove negativity, healing and strength. Yarrow is one of those. Old man's pepper is one of those you need in your, if you're a beginner, you really need this one, okay? It is often used in hand fasting ceremonies and weddings. It is also helpful in spells to do with divination. And this here is yarrow. And that's Y-A-R-R-O-W. Pour that in there. Pack it down. And it is ready. Let me show you guys what a little bit looks like. This is yarrow or old man pepper. And we're going to read about it first and see if we can read about it for the Wiccan-based religion. My husband going to kill me because he vacuums the floor. He be like, you put all that stuff. Boy, shut up. Let me do what I do best. All right, yarrow is here. This is yarrow in the Wiccan book. And this is the perspective behind yarrow. It is also called arrowroot. Although yarrow is not what is commonly referred to as arrowroot. You know, arrowroot is a powder that makes things more, to thicken things. Not that kind of arrowroot. We're talking about the herbal form. It's also called arrowroot. It's also called devil's nettle, death flower, lady's mantle, old man's pepper, old man's mustard, 7 years love, snake's grass, staunch weed, thousand seal, woundwort, yarroway. All right. So in the Wiccan perspective, it's used great for courage, love, psychic powers, and exorcisms. Also, when worn, yarrow protects the wearer, and when held in the hand, it stops all fear and grants courage. If you bunch it up and hang it over the bed, it is great in wedding decorations or ensuring a long-lasting love, at least 7 years is saying. Yarrow is great in love spells. It's a little bit more. Again, you're going to have to purchase this book in order to find out. Let's see if yarrow is in the hoodoo. And it is. So yarrow, right here, is to overcome anxiety in any situation. Write your concerns on a piece of parchment paper, petition paper, brown paper bag, and put it inside a yellow flannel bag with some yarrow. Carry the bag with you to overcome your fears. All right? That's just a little bit, and that's yarrow, guys. All righty. Sold in my site. That one is available for purchase. Clean up a little bit. Next up, let's go with hibiscus. Hibiscus flowers. And I got these new jars from Hobby Lobby, and I love them. I love jars, y'all. Y'all should see my witchy closet. There's so many jars in there. Don't let me go to the Goodwill and see some mason jars or jars. Bye. This is hibiscus, guys. Let's open it up. Now, traditionally, hibiscus is associated with love spells, particularly those attracting lust, attracting passion, and love. Hibiscus flowers is also good for divination as well as dream magic. Okay. Hibiscus is a one of those that is easy to find. This is hibiscus flowers. See that? All right. So let's talk about it from the Wiccan perspective again. So hibiscus, let's find it. All right, it is here. This is the flower right here. And this is the perspective on it in the Wiccan way. Let's talk about it. It's also known as Graxa, shoe flower, tulipan. It is a feminine gender. The ruling planet is Venus. The element is water. Powers, lust, love, and divination. The flowers of a red hibiscus are brewed into a strong red tea, which is drunk for its lust-inducing powers. You want to induce some lust? Make you some tea. This drink is forbidden to women in Egypt for this very reason. Wow. It's more to it than that, but that's all I'm going to give you right now. And let's see about Papa Gems in the hoodoo perspective. Hibiscus. If it's used the same way or differently, that's what I love to see. And this particular flower, hibiscus, is not in the hoodoo-based book, all right? So, in the Wiccan, Scott Cunningham is used for lust, love, passion, and divination. All right, guys, it is tagged and ready to go. And this is hibiscus, all right? Available in the shop. Now, let's talk about some more. This is bone set. I have white oak, meadow sweet, colt's foot, witch hazel, and nettles left. All right, let's go with witch hazel. This is witch hazel right here. And witch hazel is good for divination and protecting you against evil. The evil eye is great for protection. It has been used for divining rods or witching rods, or what we call dowsing rods. And it is used in sachets and incense for the purpose of divination. It is also used to protect against evil influences, like I stated. This here is available in the shop. Get this put in here. And then we're going to talk about it from the Wiccan perspective of things. Let's see if it's in this book. And it is witch hazel. And yes, it is. This is witch hazel right here as a flower. Let's talk about it. It is also called the snapping hazelnut, spotted alder, and winter bloom. It is a masculine gender. It is the under the sun. Element is fire. The powers is protection and chastity in the Wiccan book. And witch hazel has long been used to fashion divining rods, which is witching rods. The bark and twigs are also used to protect against evil influences. If carried, witch hazel helps to mend a broken heart and cool the passions. All right, out of Scott Cunningham's book. Now let's talk about it in the hoodoo book, if it is available in here. And we're looking for witch hazel. And it is not in the hoodoo book. So, y'all know what that means. But this is available in my store. And this is witch hazel. All right. Let's go with the next one. Let's see what we're going to talk about. So, meadow sweet. I have white oak. White oak. These 3 bags are not going to fit in here. We need to grab some larger containers. Hold on. All right, guys, we're going to transfer. We're going to talk about white oak, and we're going to put it in a bigger vessel. I already had it in a smaller container, but I also have 3 handy because I sell out of this a lot. And it is great for protection works, healing works, and to relieve pain. And this is white oak. Okay. This one is available in the shop. And all of my herbs are $9.99 a pack. Just to let y'all know. Good deal. White oak is often used in spells to or rituals to aid in protection, healing, and again for easing pain. It is also connected to the sun elements. If you're doing firework, it's connected to fire. And it is also a masculine energy, and it is used to influence these types of energies as well. And again, this is white oak. Let me get y'all a little bit so you can see what it looks like without spilling a bunch of it. This is white oak. Okay. Now y'all know what's next. Let's talk about it from the Wiccan perspective of things. And I do use white oak a lot in healing work. When I dress a candle or I'm doing a healing ritual for a client or for myself, I use white oak like a lot. So white oak in the Wiccan religion, not religion, or the Wiccan based type of alchemy, because it's not a religion, not to me. White oak. So white oak is not in Scott Cunningham's book. Let's transfer to Papa Jim's Hoodoo book and look for white oak. And it might be in my other book because it is not in the Hoodoo book. Let me look at it. I think it's in this book. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me look it up. Because if I have information on it, I found it in one of my books, but it's not in this one either. So it must be in my big book of it. So, and I didn't pull that one out. But guys, again, most definitely a great for healing, protection, and to relieve pain. This one is available in the shop. Okay. Next up, as we move stuff over, we're going to talk about spearmint. And spearmint is used in many healing spells and ritual spells for healing, and is often used to stimulate your mental powers. It is also associated with the feminine energy, Venus, and water elements. All right, let me pour it in here. This is spearmint. You can grow spearmint too, but any type of mints like peppermint, spearmint, anything like that, you want to, if you put it in your garden, baby, you want to pot it where it does not grow in the ground, because it will be everywhere. So yeah, any type of mints, you want to be careful with that. And this is spearmint. Let's see if it's in the magical book. Spearmint. And I think it is. Yes, it is. This is spearmint right here. And for the Wiccan base book, it is also called brown mint, garden mint, green spine, lamb mint, mackerel mint, and Our Lady's mint. Feminine Venus water element. It is great for healing, love, and mental powers. Now, let me give you a magical use for this mint. Spearmint is used in all healing applications. All healing, especially in aiding lung diseases. Spearmint is sometimes used to provoke lust. If you smell spearmint, it increases and sharpens your mental powers. For protection while you're asleep, you can stuff a pillow or mattress with spearmint. Let me smell it. It's very minty. Let me get my mental powers on. Did I show y'all what it looked like? I'm not sure, but look, that's what it looks like. It's very minty. Now let's go to the Hoodoo book and see what it's talking about in the Hoodoo perspective. And it is actually not in the Hoodoo. Yes, it is. I'm sorry, guys. It is. It is right here. Spearmint right here. Okay, let's talk about it. You can mix with Gloria incense and burn to rid your home of demons, ghosts, or evil spirits. Most definitely burn at 10 p.m. for 11 consecutive days. All right, I'm not going to give you the rest. It does have 2 more rituals you can do, but you guys have to purchase this book. You know, I can't tell y'all everything now. I can't hand feed you and spoon feed you. You got to come get it. All right, if you want it. This is spearmint. All right, people, it's tagged and ready. This is spearmint, available in the shop under the Herbal Apothecary, okay? All right, now we're going to go with bone sets. Bone sets. I'm going to put it in this vessel here. Let's talk about bone set. Bone set is also known to North American Indians as aguweed or as white snake root, also used quite often in spellcraft as a sorcery for protection, exorcism, to aid in warding off jinxes, curses, and hexes. This is bone set, guys. Go ahead and get it in the jar before I show you. Okay. Okay. Clean up. All right, this is what bone set looks like. This is bone set. Okay. And let's talk about it first from the Wiccan. See if it's available in this book. All right, and it is. This is a bone set here. And this is bone set, guys. Now let's talk about it. Bone set is also called aguweed, crosswort, Indian sage, wood bone set, sweating plant, and teasel. It is a feminine gender. The planet is Saturn. Element is water. Is used for protection and exorcism. Now, some magical uses. I'm gonna give you one. The plant wards off evil spirits. You can make an infusion and sprinkle about your house to drive away evil. So, bone set, protection and exorcism. Let's see if it has anything in the hoodoo base book for bone set. And it does not, it looks like. Yes, it is. Y'all, pardon me, I'm tired. This is bone set right here. And this herb is very good for exorcisms in hoodoo as well. You can rub the leaves on the body of the possessed and then burn them outside. So rub and pit someone down with this. And then burning it, going outside to burn it. You can burn it in a cauldron. You can throw it in a fire pit. But burn it after you rub that person down to ward off those evil spirits. Okay? And this is bone set. Available in the shop. And I'm telling you guys, this thing right here, my label machine, I probably paid, I don't know, maybe $20. I had this thing for years. And it is the best thing for labeling your jars. Best thing. That's the best money I ever spent. I'm telling you, because I was buying stuff from the Dollar Tree, writing it on the paper, and then when it's time to change over, they won't come off, but these just peel right on off, and it makes it like very attractive looking, if I must say so myself. But this is bone set, okay? Ready to go. Available in the shop. All right. Clean my mess. My husband gonna kill me. Whatever. All right. Next jar we're gonna do nettle. This is nettles right here. And nettles are believed to be a powerful, very powerful magical herb. You should have nettles in your apothecary. If you are a beginner, great to have a little bit of nettle. It is great to protect against poisons and illnesses. Okay. It is also used to remove curses, as well as help in exorcisms. It is associated with masculine energy, as well as the planet Mars and the fire element. And this is nettle right here. Okay. I use this one a lot. I sell out of this a lot. I usually use it in protection works and removing hexes and curses. So nettles is good for that. Let's see what it states about in the Wiccan book. And I'm sure I think I've seen it in here, but don't quote me on that. NMN, nettles. Yes, it is. So nettle is right here. Nettle is also called stinging nettle. It is the deity is used for Thor. If you're into deity work, the powers is exorcism, protection, healing, and lust. One magical use, it has like several. The protective powers of nettle have long been used in magic to remove a curse and send it back, return to sender work. And this is talking in a Wiccan book. Stuff a poppet with nettle, or carry some in a sachet. Okay. The rest of it, you're going to have to purchase this book, okay? Y'all already know. Also, it's in, I think it's in this hoodoo book, too. Nettles. Here. Yes, it is. So nettles, and this is what it looks like right here. Nettles is excellent for, again, removing a curse. You can mix with pure jinx removing powder. I have that available in my shop. And draw a solid unbroken line across your doorway with the mixture to remove a curse. All right. So again, this is nettles, available in the shop for purchase. Come get you some. And we have this last one left, and it's called Meadow Sweet. Meadow Sweet, y'all. So Meadow Sweet is a favorite flower of ancient festivals, weddings, and offerings to the dead. Meadow Sweet has strong ties to ceremonies of life and death. And this is Meadow Sweet. If you're doing ancestor work, it's great to use this particular herb for your ancestors. That went in perfect, y'all. All right, let me show you guys what it looks like. This is Meadow Sweet. Okay. And keep this. I just ran out of labels, y'all. So what I do when I run out, I order them from the white part to stick on the jars. I order it for, they like $5 from Amazon. I have to order some more. I just ran out. So the Wiccan book on Meadow Sweet. I hope y'all liking this video, because I love to deal with herbs. I'm your girl. You better subscribe, honey. It is in the book, and this is what it looks like right here. That's Meadow Sweet. And let's talk about other names. Bride of the Meadow, Dolor or Dollar with a O-L-O-R, Gravel Root, Lady of the Meadow, Little Queen, Meadow Wart, Meadow Sweet, of course, Queen of the Meadow and trumpet weed. It is a masculine gender. Planet Jupiter, element air. Powers are all about love, divination, peace, and happiness. One magical use is if gathered on midsummer, meadow sweet will give you information regarding thieves. If you have been robbed, place meadow sweet on water. If it stinks, the thief is a man. If it floats, if it sinks, not stinks. If it sinks, the thief is a man. If it floats, a woman. All right, y'all know. It's just a little bit on it. Let's see if it's in the hoodoo book. My hoodoo. Meadow sweet. And it is not. All right. So Wiccan based meadow sweet. And this is what it looks like. Available in the shop. All right. And that is all I have for today, guys. This is all I have for today. Again, one of my favorite hoodoo magical herbal books is Papa Jim's, available in the shop. Also, I use Scott Cunningham's books. This is Wiccan based Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs, available in the shop. Very, 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 very informational book. Also, this book right here, this is my own personal copy. This is by Lexa Rosian. And this is a Wiccan guide to spell casting. It's all about the magical ingredients of herbs. And also magical herbalism. This one here, this one and these two, all about herbs, but two totally different rites. Okay? This one here explains the herbs. This one right here, I would say it breaks it down. It explains it, but it doesn't give you, it gives you a lot of information, yes. But it's more like where it says planetary hours of the night, basic principles of magic. It talks more about magic in this book, where this is all about herbs. Okay, if that makes sense. So guys, thank you for watching. Go to the shop, support your girl. Be my riders. If you're going to ride with me, ride with me. It's visionsbyvasori.com. If you want to purchase any books, look up under the book section. If you want to look at any herbs, it's under the Herbal Apothecary section. And my store is loaded for everyone. All type of witchcraft, okay? So do good works, blowing blessings, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.